Hello, my name is Maharshi Raval and I will be presenting about the Planetarium and Exhibition Gallery. So talking about the client organization structure, the client here is the Gujarat Council of Science City, which works under the Department of Science and Technology, Government of Gujarat. It is formed by a governing body and executive committee, which comprises of different directors and secretaries from the departments of the government. GCSC is led by the executive director, under whom there are different departments like the administrative office, the finance office, the exhibit development, science and popularization, and operation and maintenance. We did a plus delta for this client organization structure, and some of the pluses are different people from different backgrounds work in the governing body and the executive committee, so that there is an exchange of ideas. The role and the scope of work of GCSE is very well defined. Some of the deltas which we found were there is an over reliance on outside agencies that can be overcome by restructuring of responsibilities, and also work on the online portal of the Science City can be done. Talking about the project planning, the schedule for all the activities for the project was prepared in MS Project. The assumptions taken were that as per the discussion with the client, the second week of June of 2017 was taken as the project start date, and the delay due to COVID-19 has not been considered in the schedule. So as you can see in the timeline on the top and the right, the project starts on the 12th of June 2017 and the construction ends in April 2021, which will be delayed in reality, and then the 5 years of operation and maintenance is considered. And in the below two images you can see the milestone activities along with the durations, start date, finish date, the stakeholders involved at each activity, and the Gantt chart. The legal compliances for this project have been listed down here. We have listed down the time required as well as the cost for each approval, and there are different granting authorities for each approval, and all the legal compliances starting from the inception phase up till the handover phase have been included, and the cost for them have also been added to the total project cost. So these are some of the legal approvals required for the project. Then we did a resource management and resource allocation exercise. For this one is for the advisory consultancy. So all the tasks were defined up to the planning and development phase for the advisory consultant were taken from the work breakdown structure, and resources for the same were allocated. So as you can see on the left hand side, the resource names, their maximum units, and the standard rate per hour have been defined. And then the early start and late start schedule was prepared, and the cost is written on the right hand side table. And taking the cost of capital at 12%, the net present value was found, and the difference between the early start NPV and the late start NPV was found at about only rupees 768. So this exercise was again similarly done for the design technical agency, and again the task up till the planning and development phase were defined, and taking the resources were defined, as you can see, from different architectural background, the MEPF, the structural, the BMS, the HVAC, all the resources were defined, the softwares that are going to be used were defined, and again the early start and the late start cost was taken. Taking the cost of capital at 12%, the net present value was found, and the difference here was found at about rupees 26,900. So this resource allocation and resource management exercise was. Talking about the financial analysis, we prepared a financial model for this project and taking in two scenarios. First scenario was the COVID-19 impact on tourism and tourist footfall, and the second based on the regression analysis which we have done for the demand assessment. So there were some general assumptions that remain the same for both the scenarios, like the percentage of visitors coming in, then also the capex cost about 164 crores, the O&M cost, then also the cafeteria rent, that is about 50,000 per month, and the advertisements rent, that is 5D theatre at rupees 3,000 per week. These are some revenues which will be generated, and there are some costs. This remains same for both the scenarios, And as you can see on the right, there are two tables. The first table shows the ticket rates for different categories of tourists, and the second table shows the revenue from sponsorship for the exhibit galleries. So there are different exhibit galleries that will have a sponsorship cost per annum, and that revenue can be seen as about 69 lakh per year. And then as you can see on the table on the left, so for the scenario 1 and the scenario 2, the footfalls have been shown. For the scenario 1, from the last available data for the financial year, 8 lakh tourists visited Gujarat Science City. So we have taken a 50% decrease in footfall. So starting from 2021-22, 4 lakh visitors to the project, and then slowly gradual increase in the visitors. And similarly for scenario 2, the numbers are based on the regression analysis that was done in the demand. And as you can see on the right, there are two graphs. The first one shows the cash flow estimates. So after all the cash inflows and outflows were prepared, there was a cash flow statement, and out of that we prepared this graph where you can see the difference in both the scenarios. And the net present value was found at different discount rates or cost of capital at different rates. So as you can see, at 8%, 10%, 12%, 15%, there are different net present values. For the scenario 1, the internal rate of return is about 18.53%, while the same for the second scenario is 27.64%. And if you take any example for 10% discount rate, the net present value for scenario 1 is close to 140 crores, while the same for the scenario 2 is close to 260 crores. So these are the net present values. Then there was the for the techno-economic analysis, we took two materials. First of them glass, and second polycarbonate sheet as facade materials. So we're talking here about facade work for the project. So the total area of facade work involved in the project is about 3,178 square meters. Lifespan of the gallery we have assumed at 25 years, and the inflation rate and cost of capital at 6 and 10%. And the other assumptions for both the materials, glass as well as polycarbonate, are the different rates per square meter, their initial cost, the maintenance cost, the life of the material, the number of times cleaning per year required, and also the percentage damage replacement. So these are all the assumptions for each material. And then after adding the maintenance cost, adding the replacement cost each year, adding to that the inflation, we found a value that was at 10% of cost of capital. Net present value was found. And then this graph, as you can see, shows the difference between the costs for glass and polycarbonate for each year, starting from year 1 up till year 25. And as you can see, in the first year, polycarbonate is cheaper than glass at about 45 lakhs. Then there is a slight decrease, then there is an increase again. And so the total savings of polycarbonate over glass was found at rupees 35 lakh 52,000. So the main conclusions for each deliverables can be seen as for the client organization structure. The structure here is very lean, and GCSE is highly understaffed at the technical department right now. So that can be looked upon. Also for the project planning, the MS project schedule was almost as same as the real life project. But now up till the construction phase, but now once the construction phase has started and COVID has impacted the speed of work, there will be a delay in activities. For the legal compliances, this project is part of the larger phase 2 development at Gujarat Science City, and so not many hurdles have been faced. Talking about the resource allocation, as discussed, there is a lack of slack in the schedule prepared. So there is not much of a cost difference between the early start and the late start, and so it won't really affect the cost of the project if we start it early or late. Talking about the financial analysis, as we found two IRRs, that's 18.53 and 27.64, and based on the current situation, the scenario considering the COVID impact on tourism seems more relevant and realistic. But it still has a very good rate of return at 18.53, and so the project is for sure financially viable and feasible. And as seen in the techno-economic analysis, polycarbonate is cheaper than glass. Uh, Looking at this scale, it's not really high. So cost wise, yes, polycarbonate is cheaper, but glass wins over polycarbonate in terms of aesthetic value and visual clarity that have been given high importance by the client themselves. So from the techno-economic analysis, our proposal is that glass is a better option. So this is how we went through our deliverables. Thank you.